Now let us move on to the circuit diagram for load test. So the first circuit in the second part of the experiment is on star delta configuration. Primary of the transformers, all the three single phase transformers are connected in star configuration, while the secondary is connected in delta. So let us see in detail the circuit connection. We have three phase AC supply RYB. So in the primary we have an ammeter connected here to measure the current, and then it is connected to the wattmeter. Along the R line it is connected to wattmeter. Through wattmeter it is getting connected to P1. We can observe here that P2 of first transformer, second transformer and third transformer are connected in series. They are shorted together, so that this is because it is star connection, and P1 of all the three transformers are connected to the supply. We have a voltmeter to read the line voltage between R and Y. It can also be connected between YB or R and B. This is just to measure the line voltage. We have two wattmeters here to measure the power rating. So the two wattmeters are of the same type, unity power factor type, 10 amperes, 600 volts. And then the V terminal of both the wattmeters are shorted together, and it is also connected to Y of the supply. Coming to the secondary side of the transformer, here the secondaries are connected in delta. As you can see, S2 of the first transformer is connected to S1 of the second transformer. S2 of the second transformer is connected to S1 of the third transformer, and S2 of the third transformer is again connected to S1 of the first transformer. So this is nothing but delta connection. End-to-end connection is nothing but delta connection, and the tappings at the junction have been taken out, and it is connected to resistive load bank R, Y and B as shown, and even our load is also connected end to end in delta connectivity. We employ two wattmeters here along the secondary of range 10 amperes, 300 volts and of the type unity power factor, and along the secondary also we have a voltmeter connected along with an ammeter to measure voltage and current. So this is star delta configuration, and along the primary, as I told just now, we have star connection. Along the secondary we are having delta connection. So in the setup whatever we have, we will be connecting the primary terminals at 50% tapping, and along the secondary also at 50% tapping. So the rating of the transformer that we are going to use here is 2 kVA transformer, 400 by 230 volts. Now let us go to the circuit connection. This is the setup we have for load test on three single phase transformers. So let us see the circuit configuration, circuit connectivity one by one. So we start with supply R. From R it is connected to an ammeter. So we have R, Y and B over here. From R it goes to ammeter. From the other end of the ammeter it is connected to M terminal of the wattmeter. It is connected to M of wattmeter, and from the L line of the wattmeter it is connected to P1 of the first transformer, which is at 50% tapping, as you can see it clearly. Then P2 of the first transformer, second transformer and the third transformer are short circuited to go for star connection. So we can see here P2 of the first transformer is connected to P2 of the second transformer, and from the same terminal it is connected to P2 of the third transformer. Then from line Y we can see that it is connected to P1 of the second transformer, and from B, supply B, it is connected to a wattmeter M terminal. Again from L terminal it is connected to P1 of the third transformer, and we have a voltmeter that is connected between R and Y to measure the three phase voltage. So let us see R and Y. Between R and Y we are having a voltmeter to measure the supply voltage. So this finishes with the primary side of the circuit connections in star delta connection. Now let us see the connections along the secondary of the transformer. So let us start with S1 of first transformer. S1 of first transformer is connected to ammeter EA2. So we have at 50% tapping as usual, since it is 1:1 transformer. So from here it is connected to ammeter. From the other end of the ammeter, it goes to M of wattmeter. It goes to M of wattmeter. From line L of wattmeter, it goes to the resistive load bank. It goes to resistive load bank. Then from S2 of the first transformer, it is connected to S1 of the second transformer. So let us have a look at the same. S2 of the first transformer is getting connected to S1 of the second transformer, and from S2 of the second transformer, it is getting connected to S1 of the third transformer, and from S2 of the third transformer, it is getting connected to S1 of the first transformer. So there is an end-to-end connectivity forming delta connection over here. We have employed another voltmeter across S1 of first transformer and S1 of the second transformer. So between the secondaries of both the transformer, we have employed a voltmeter. Further, from S1 of the second transformer, it goes to Y of the three-phase delta connected load. So let us see the same here. So from S1, it is going to the Y terminal of the resistive load bank. And then from S1 of the third transformer, it goes to wattmeter W4 M terminal, and from the L terminal it goes back to the load, resistive load bank. Now let us see the delta connection of resistive load bank. So we have R phase 2 terminals, Y phase 2 terminals, and B phase 2 terminals. Again here we are going for end-to-end connectivity. So one end of R is going to one end of Y, as you can see here. Then other end of Y is going to first end of blue, and second end of blue is coming to first end of R. This is how it is connected end to end to form the delta connection. This is it with the circuit connectivity. Now let us start with the working of the circuit diagram. So let us switch on the supply. Having all the circuit connection appropriate, let us switch on the circuit. So here we just have to note down all the meter readings. We have 2 voltmeters, 2 ammeters, and 4 wattmeters. So here we have V1 and I1, and here we have V2 and I2, and here we have W1, W2, W3 and W4. We just have to apply the load and go on noting down the readings. And our resistive load bank is of 10 amperes. So let us go for 4 readings of 2 amperes each. So let us first note down the initial reading. So initial reading without applying the load, we have V1, that is the line voltage, which is 418 volts, and current is 0.3 amperes, and we have V2 on the secondary as 128 volts, and current as almost close to 0 amperes. Then we have W1, W2, W3 and W4. So W1 happens to be 0, W2 150, W3 0 and W4 0. So now let us apply the load. So we'll switch on 2 knobs here. So this is a loading of 2 amperes. So for the loading of 2 amperes, again we note down the reading of V1, I1, V2, I2, W1, W2, W3 and W4. So let us have a look here. V1 happens to be 416, it's fluctuating. I1 0.62 amperes we can consider. V2 127 volts, I2 1.42 amperes. Then followed by wattmeter reading. Already in the instruction class, you know how to take down the wattmeter reading without parallax error. At the same time, you know how to calculate the wattmeter constant. Directly we will check out the reading over here. So W1 right now is reading 40 watts, W2 is reading 250 watts, W3 is reading 40 watts, and W4 is reading 100 watts. So similarly, we switch on another 2 knobs. So totally right now 4 amperes is applied, and again we note down V1, I1, V2, I2, W1, W2, W3 and W4. So this is carried out 2 more times for 6 amperes and 8 amperes, and this finishes with the procedure. Further we'll see in the calculations part.